call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, gotta fill it up.
What is going on, everybody? And welcome back to the Juggernaut Show. Today, me and Leo are here to predict WWE Money in the Bank 2023. So this Saturday, we're going across the pond. We're going to London, England for this year's Money in the Bank. And Money in the Bank, it's already a big show. It's always a big show the way it is.
Yep.
But this year, the stakes just get amped up even more because we got the Money in the Bank matches, but now you add in the Civil War with the Bloodline.
Sheesh.
I mean, that makes it so much better. Like, I thought we'd be getting this maybe like at SummerSlam, but no, we're getting it here at Money in the Bank.
That just shows.
I thought maybe at this pay-per-view we might be getting Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, but no, we're getting the Bloodline Civil War here. I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe at SummerSlam we might get Roman and Jey.
Or even Roman and Solo.
Or Roman and Solo. I mean, there's so many different wrinkles that they can go with this whole Bloodline storyline, which is it's so interesting.
Yeah.
And also, and their great thing on the show, we got the Money in the Bank matches, which are pretty much they're pretty unpredictable this year. I mean, with the men's Money in the Bank match, you don't have former world champions in there, which is pretty
So that's
cool.
a good concept.
And the women's Money in the Bank match, is so wide open, like anyone could win that. I mean, it's gonna be definitely a fun show. It's definitely gonna be enjoyable. Money in the Bank is a very good pay per view to watch each year. But I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the pay per view. What about you, Leo?
I mean, I'm looking forward to the pay-per-view. As always, Money in the Bank is my favorite pay-per-view that I look forward to every year. So it's definitely cool to see it come back around once again. And I'm very interested to see how a lot of these matches play out. Who becomes Mr. and Mrs. Money in the Bank this year? Will we get new champions being crowned? Surprise returns. So it's definitely going to be heating up because this is where it kind of kicks off into full gear, no pun intended, going into SummerSlam. So they want to set the stakes, set the bar high.
Yeah. And what matches are you looking forward to the most on this show?
Definitely the Civil War with the Bloodline, Rollins and Balor. I'm looking forward to that. Riddle and definitely Matt Riddle and Gunther. I definitely think those are three of the matches I'm looking for. And then the Money in the Bank ladder matches itself.
And also we got a comment here. He says Bayley is the only woman in the match that has won the Money in the Bank. This is true, which we'll be talking about that here in a minute. Actually, let's go ahead and get started with these predictions. So
Let's do it.
the first matchup we're going to be talking about is we got the women's Money in the Bank match. So we got 6 women in here. We got Io Sky, Trish Stratus, which I thought I would never be saying her name in the Money in the Bank match, Zoe Starks, Bayley, Zelina Vega, and Becky Lynch. Man, oh man, there's just so much. Like, there's so much people who could win this match.
Yeah.
Like, I've been hearing a lot of people have been saying like Io Sky could win this match. I don't know. Like, okay. So I'll tell you who's not going to be winning. I don't think Zoe Starks is going to be winning right now because she's doing the whole thing with Trish Stratus. Like, I mean, if she did win, I feel like she would give it to Trish Stratus and go like, "Thank you, Trish." She would just hand it over to Trish.
Yeah,
I feel like that's what she would do. Now I have a feeling that Zelina Vega might be a dark horse in this match.
Yeah,
Like,
because
like
that's another thing that comes around a lot.
Yeah, I have a feeling that Zelina Vega might be a dark horse in this match. I don't feel like I don't feel like Bayley's gonna win this. Because I've been hearing rumors that the women's Money in the Bank match, or the women's Money in the Bank, whoever they cash in on, I heard it's gonna be unsuccessful this year because all of them have been successful, and I heard this one's gonna be unsuccessful this year. Which I hope that isn't the case.
Yeah, I hope that's not the case, but I think it's gonna have to happen eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did hear
if they
something about that.
if they do have it unsuccessful, I would say put the briefcase on Bayley because I feel like she's the one who can afford to take a loss. But any of these other women, I don't think they can. Or maybe, or I mean, yeah, I don't think they would put it on Trish.
No,
Um,
she's not.
and also, I feel like they're not going to give it to Becky Lynch because
She pretty
she's
much got
tied
the
up with
briefcase.
Trish Stratus and Zoe Stark, so they're going to be like constantly trying to take Becky Lynch out.
She unhooked the briefcase on Monday. Let's go. That tells you she ain't
Yeah,
winning.
but I mean, last year we had Liv briefcase and she won the match, so they have done some swerves in the past.
Yeah,
But I just have a feeling that Io Sky is going to be winning the match because that could cause so much drama between Io Sky
Bailey.
and
Yeah.
Bailey. Like Bailey, she could become crazy and stuff, and like they can start to implode with the whole damage control. So I like that story in that. So I'm gonna say that Io Sky ends up winning. Maybe Bailey's about to win and then like throws Bailey off the ladder and Io Sky ends up
Yeah.
winning the briefcase. And also another question I want to ask is, do you think the whoever holds the briefcase they're gonna hold it longer than 48 hours?
I believe it when I see it. That's all I would say about whoever how long they hold it. I believe it when I see it. But knowing
I mean,
WWE, I
I
can
hope
see them
it's longer
casting it
because
so much.
like these last few years, I mean, last year, it was this cash. These last few years have been like cashed in like between like 48 hours to like 24 hours. I mean, with last year one, didn't even get past 24 hours.
Yeah, it was like an
With Liv
hour.
holding it,
So
and then also I think the prior year was with Nikki Ash. Was that Nikki?
she
Yeah,
won
like
in
she cashed in
2021.
on
Yeah.
Raw.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
cashed in
so
24 hours later. So that's the second longest. Everybody else is pretty much cashing the same night.
yeah, because like there's been like 6 out of 7 of the cash
Carmella,
ins.
she held it the
She's held it the
longest.
longest. Yeah.
Then we got Alexa, she cashed in the same night. Bailey cashed in the same night. Then you had Oscar, she won in 2020, but she pretty much was
She
just
won,
handed the
she got the
title.
title. Yeah.
Yeah, she's so then you had Nikki ASH cash in the next day, and then you had Liv cash the same night.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm going with Io Sky to win here. What about you, Leo?
I also have Io Sky winning as well. I think this is probably one of the picks that I have to go with. I think they're slowly turning her baby face. You can see the reaction she's getting, the crowd behind her. I think if you were to go with an outside pick or a dark horse who also could, be a shocking factor in a way, but still kind of makes sense in the scheme of things since she doesn't really have any thing going on. I would say Zelina. I think those are like my top two picks to win. But if I'm picking between both, I gotta go Io.
Exactly. And also SCW Steve says, SCW, he says, Bailey would make sense in a way if it comes to break up damage control. Imagine her cashing in when Io Sky has a championship match with Asuka and steals the title way to make Bailey versus Io. That would be very interesting.
I wouldn't mind saying that. I think that could be a good feud.
And then he says, Io Sky wins. So I'm just happy we're getting the Hey Bailey
Oh yeah,
song this
they're
weekend.
gonna
Oh
do
yeah,
that.
most
I'm
definitely.
gonna
Most
be
definitely.
chanting that.
Yeah. It says we should get at least 2 days this year with no women's titles on the line this Saturday. Yeah, because like we got the SmackDown women's we got the SmackDown women's title or
Not
the
being event on the pay per view.
not being on the pay per view.
Then the women's Rhea Ripley, she's not a female champ because nobody wants to step up.
And also, I don't feel like anybody should cash in like whoever the women is, whoever wins this match. I don't feel like they should cash in on the on what's that the undisputed championship or what were they calling it?
So Oscar's the undisputed, and then the
Undisputed women's championship. I don't think anybody should cash on that for a while because you got so much things. You got Asuka, you got Charlotte in there, and then you got Bianca
Yeah,
Belair. I think
you're gonna have some problems when you get.
you're gonna have some problems if you try to cash in on that.
Because you cash in for that, you're gonna have to deal with Charlotte, and you know how that goes.
Exactly. And also Rhea Ripley, I don't see her losing.
She's too
anytime
dominant.
soon.
Too
She's
dominant.
just too dominant right now. I mean, she's going to be on the show. She's going to be in, which we'll talk about this next match here.
Yeah.
Which we got is Cody Rhodes going up against Dominic Mysterio. or Dom. Yes, this is gonna be a pretty fun match. I'm excited. Um, the way they've been building this up. Basically Dominic Mysterio, came out, said, "Hey, you're worthless, like you're worthless father like my dad and all that."
Hmm.
And then that's basically how this feud got started. And now Dominic, he's just been being a cowardly heel, trying to run away from Cody Rhodes, having the Judgment Day do all the dirty work and all that.
Right.
I tell you what, this crowd in the UK, they're
They're
gonna be
going to
booing. They're
they're
gonna be
gonna
booing
eat
Dom so
Dominic
much.
alive, bro. He ain't gonna survive it.
It's gonna be crazy.
Brutal.
And I've been hearing some different things of what can happen in this match here.
Yeah.
I've been hearing like maybe, like Brock Lesnar can come out and like cause interference and like help Dominic win. But to be honest, I don't see Brock Lesnar like really showing up because like I feel like they would have to advertise him. I mean, Brock Lesnar has showed up on this pay per view before on the
Because
advertised.
yeah,
So
like 2019, he wasn't even advertised for the pay-per-view. So it's like,
yeah. So I mean,
yeah,
it wouldn't be that that too much surprising, but because I have a feeling that we're going to be getting Cody Rhodes and Brock at SummerSlam. I mean, it's
yeah,
kind of basically confirmed a little bit that
yeah.
we're going to begin that. Um, but and also we're going to have Rhea Ripley out by ringside, but I don't think she's going to really cause to make Cody lose. I mean, she is going to cost him interference, but I don't think that's really going to cost him. Who knows? Maybe Damian Priest might be out by ringside. I don't know, but he has this
Damian
match
Priest
going on
he
tonight.
already has his business to attend to.
Yeah, exactly. Um, I think I would have Cody Rhodes win here because like it would just be because he's already he lost to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, and then he already lost to Brock Lesnar, and then losing to Dom. Like I just don't really see that happening unless like I said, unless we have Brock Lesnar actually coming down and causing interference. That's the only
Yeah.
reason how I see Dominic winning. But I definitely see Cody's gonna win here. What about you, Leo?
Me have Dominic winning. I think Brock is gonna, cause some interference, and then, or maybe like a situation where the referee's down or something. Brock comes behind Cody, F5s him. That gives Dominic an opportunity to pick up the win. He does. And think of like the heel heat it would get on Dominic, more heel heat for Dominic, because now he's going to be going around bragging, "Oh, I beat Cody Rhodes. I beat the guy that main evented WrestleMania. I beat the guy that won the Royal Rumble." So he's going to be, that's going to add more steam to his character, which is what you definitely want to do for a heel, especially at his age. You want to give him more heel heat going forward.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is going to set up everything for Brock and Cody to have their final match at SummerSlam. Where I think they're saying it's going to be like a Texas bull rope match or something like that, something along the lines of that. Maybe even Hell in a Cell. One of those type of scenarios I can see playing out. But I think to get to that, I think he kind of got to reignite the feud, even though it's still there, but kind of have it pick up again.
So I have a feeling that here's what's going. Like I said, I don't really see Brock showing up, but like I said, it definitely could happen. I don't take it. I think it could definitely happen. Here's what I feel like is going to happen. So Cody Rhodes, probably next night Raw or these next few Raws, he's going to come out. He's going to call out Brock Lesnar. He's going to keep calling him out. Brock Lesnar doesn't. He doesn't.
He don't like when you call him out. He don't like that.
But yeah, Brock Lesnar, he doesn't want any of that. But then Cody Rhodes ends up, he traveling to whatever Brock Lesnar's farm. Okay, going through all the woods and all of that.
Saskatchewan.
He's going through the woods.
Farmer Brock Lesnar.
Cody Rhodes has a sniper, and he tries to snipe Brock Lesnar. And I actually heard that from another person, and I kind of like that theory.
He just shows it to Brock Lesnar's farm and just starts using a sniper. What would his wife Sable say?
That'd be hilarious. They do something like that. Triple H, come on, book that, Triple H. Book that.
I would
That'd
laugh,
be hilarious.
and I would be goofing off the entire time. I say, "You've had it coming, Brock Lesnar, for years. You mess with the American Nightmare."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I got Cody winning here. You said Dom?
Yeah, I got Dom.
Okay, there we go. There we go. A bold prediction there.
Yeah.
And then the next match. Oh, this match is gonna be fun. Could probably be one of the matches
Woo!
of the night. We got Gunther defending the Intercontinental Championship against the original bro, Matt Riddle. Man, this match is gonna be fire. So basically the story behind this match was Matt Riddle injured Giovanni Vinci,
Yeah.
and then Gunther and what's his Ludwig
Ludwig,
Kaiser?
Ludwig Kaiser. Yeah.
Like Ludwig Kaiser. Yeah, they've been attacking Matt Riddle these past 3 weeks, injuring his ankle and all that, injuring his leg.
Yeah.
So they've been beating him down these past few weeks.
The story of that match.
Yeah, this match is gonna be fun. I mean, it's gonna be hard hitting. I mean, Gunther's gonna chop Matt Riddle so hard, his chest is gonna be so red. He's
Yeah,
gonna look like
his facial expression is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, exactly. I don't really see Gunther losing anytime soon here.
No, not until like September, somewhere around there.
And I saw something on Twitter where it's saying Randy Orton could be coming back very soon.
As soon as Money in the Bank.
Yeah. So what if? Okay, so Gunther wins. Okay. And then after the match, we have the Wrestling Imperium, just beating down Matt Riddle.
You literally
and the
took
next
my
thing
pick,
you know,
that's what I
you
was gonna
have
say.
Orton come out and come in to save Matt Riddle. Because I have a feeling like, what do you do with Matt Riddle after this?
Turn heel.
Without Randy Orton, not being here and stuff. Like, he's just kind of go be floating around, like the mid card scene, not really doing much. Because I don't see doing Rollins and Riddle, because they had so many matches, in the previous year. So I don't see doing them again. And I don't see him doing going for any other things. So I think him and Orton, that's the best thing that they could do with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going with Gunther to win here. And like I said, I would love to see Orton return, because Orton's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time.
Yeah,
He's
same.
one of my favorites.
But
yeah, who you got, Leo?
I also have Gunther retain. I think he's not going to drop that title until maybe like Payback or Fastlane, one of those pay-per-views. I think that because around that time he probably would have broken the Honky Tonk Man's record, and I think that's what they're trying to do with him.
Yeah.
And I think with Matt Riddle, it's going to be a great match. We know when he's actually given a good match and a good opponent, he can definitely go in that ring. I think this is definitely going to be a way to like really push him forward, to really show that he can actually go with anybody and really can go. And with the return of Randy, I think this is definitely can give Matt Riddle something to do for a short period of time, only being because apparently not only will be returned at SummerSlam, at Money in the Bank, but it's apparently what's happening, could be happening or being set up is Randy versus Matt Riddle at SummerSlam this year. So I think if they were to do that, instead of having Randy be the one to turn heel, because we know that's always an expected thing from him, that's something he always does, he's going to get a huge pop when he comes back. So I think play off of that and have him be a babyface and have Matt Riddle turn heel. Like Matt Riddle could be like, well, I never needed you. I did all of this on my own. I got this opportunity on my own. When you were out for Money Bank, I fought for you and did this, that, and the third, and you never checked up on me. And I checked up on you. You never, would talk to me. So, and he got tired of it. So this is probably going to be a way to play into that.
Mm-hmm. And SCW says Gunther for the win. Yep. And also, he asked this question. He says, should Gunther lose the IC title in a singles match or a triple threat match, in your opinion? I think it should be a multi-man match, like a triple threat match or
a ladder match.
Or a ladder match. Like to avoid Gunther from taking a pinfall. Yeah, to keep him looking strong. So I would say have him lose. But I don't really know who he could lose to right now.
Okay, I have some people.
I mean, I have a few people also. Maybe
Johnny.
I would. What do you say?
Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano.
Johnny Gargano. I'd love to see him. Maybe. Wait, is Ricochet on Raw?
Ricochet's on Raw.
I would love to see Ricochet. Maybe. I mean,
maybe
if Sheamus was on. If Sheamus was on. if he was on Raw, I would say maybe Sheamus.
Ilya Dragunov if he gets called up from
Ilya.
NXT.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, it's just definitely gonna be interesting to see who he loses his title to eventually. But yeah, that's a good question right there. I like that. So the next match we got is we got the women's we got the women's tag team titles on the line. We got Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler defending the titles against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Now it's been a long time since these titles have been defended on a pay per view, so that's positive right here.
That's a positive right there.
That they're being defended on pay per view, and I think this maybe could rejuvenize these women's
Yeah,
tag team titles.
yeah.
Because like
And the whole division.
I'm happy they unified them, and
Yeah,
I just don't want them to be like hot potato in these titles like back and forth and stuff. And I'm happy that they're going to be going from all three shows, from Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. I'm happy that they're going to be doing that. Now, I think that Ronda and Shayna are going to definitely end up be retaining these titles here. Yeah, because I have a feeling, they're going to have maybe, I don't know, maybe have a match against, what's her name?
Katana Chance and King Carter
Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. Yes, I have a feeling
at
they'll have a
SummerSlam.
match.
I think they'll probably drop the titles at SummerSlam to them.
I don't know. I'd like to see him hold it for a little longer, maybe. I mean, SummerSlam actually. I mean, yeah, to make him, be legit. Legit competition. I mean, that'd be pretty cool to see him lose there.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
but I
I'm
also
saying Ronda and
same
Shayna
thing.
are retaining the titles.
Same
What
thing.
about you, Neo?
I have Ronda and Shayna retaining. I do think they're gonna set up the first tease between a dissension between Raquel and Liv Morgan, because if you did pay attention to like last week's Raw, like well not this past week but the week before, we seen a stare down between Rhea and Raquel, which signaling that they're gonna be starting a feud at some point. And I do think that feud is going to happen at SummerSlam, and they're probably gonna have their match for the title. Liv, she's probably going to be part of that feud, but not really like the main character. But I do think they're going to set up a first tease for a potential Liv Morgan heel turn, and she'll probably finally turn heel at SummerSlam. But that's what I think is going to happen. I don't think Liv is going to take the pin or submit here. I think it's going to end up being Raquel.
Mm-hmm. And then SCW says Rhea needs challengers. Let's get Liv and Raquel back in singles division. Ronda and Shayna retain.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that as well. But I'm happy, that they're trying, they're actually putting these titles on a pay per view, which is a good thing, because these titles haven't meant anything for a long time.
They haven't.
Yeah, they haven't. I mean, they were cool, right at the beginning, when we had Bailey and Sasha as
Even
champions.
even though I feel like in 2020, like it seemed like they were seeing a little bit of resurgence because Bailey and Sasha were holding the title, so I felt like there was a little bit of resurgence there, and then it kind of just fell flat after a while.
And then, of course, what happened, with Naomi and Sasha, them
Yeah,
putting titles
so
on the
it
table.
feels like, I know some people made a comparison. This is pretty much the women's division of the Universal Championship. So much bad lineage and curses every time somebody holds the titles. Like Liv getting injured, people leaving the company, people, just a whole bunch of bad luck apparently.
Yeah. Okay. Now this match is gonna be really fun. I'm excited for this.
Woo!
So we got the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. We got Seth Rollins defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Finn Balor. And this storyline here, outside of the Bloodline storyline, this is a storyline that makes a lot of sense and stuff. This goes back to 2017.
2016.
Oh yeah, 2016. Sorry, yeah, 2016 when Finn Balor, he won the title, but he got injured and he had to relinquish it the next night on Raw. And Seth Rollins said, "Hey, one person got better and one person got bitter." And dude, I just been loving the promos that they've been having back and forth, and Finn Balor, he's just been getting the upper hand, beating down Rollins these past few weeks,
Yep, from Raw
and
to
also,
NXT.
Yeah, exactly. And the fans haven't been letting Finn Balor speak because the fans just want to sing Rollins' theme song so much.
That's
I
all they
mean,
want to do.
it's
I
fun to
can't
sing
blame
his
them.
song,
I can't blame them. I mean,
right?
you did it when you went to SmackDown.
Yep, exactly. And we were singing that song when Damian Priest was doing his entrance. Like we were still singing over Damian Priest's theme. It was hilarious. But no, this is gonna be a really fun match.
Oh, absolutely.
Um, I see Seth Rollins retaining. Like, there's no way
Yeah,
that he doesn't
I,
retain.
I say Seth Rollins is going to retain too. But I did hear that WWE is trying to plan a shocking thing to happen. I guess like a upset. And I feel like if you look down, they want to plan an upset in one of these matches. And they said outside of the Money in the Bank matches, those are pretty much left alone. Like the Money in the Bank, they're not going to involve anything like an upset or anything. But I was looking at the card and I'm like, what match do I possibly see an actual upset happening? And it's this match. Do I think Finn Balor should win? I would love him to win, but I don't think he's going to. I think it'll be a cool redemption story because that's where it all started for him, and he never like got the title back. So this is a way for him to redeem himself a couple of years later. But I just have Seth Rollins retain him, and after the match is over, Seth Rollins is celebrating, and we get the return of the Scottish psychopath Drew McIntyre beating down Seth Rollins, setting things up between a match between the two at SummerSlam.
That'd be very interesting, dude. That'd be crazy. What if we get 3 returns, like 3, surprises on the show? We get Brock Lesnar, we get Orton, and then we get Drew. I don't think we would get all 3 of those.
We
I feel
would
like
get at least 2. We're probably gonna get at least 2.
I feel like we would get Drew. I mean, Drew's a pretty logical
Or
Drew.
the night after.
Or the night after.
Or like Monday.
But Drew, like in basically his home area, I feel like that would be smart to have him, return here as a heel also. Yeah. But then again, I mean, he's been doing those promotions, those like Make-A-Wishes or whatever, like those things that he was doing. So I mean, turning him heel, like it wouldn't be, to come off the brightest, But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they do turn him heel, because like he could be, he could be all upset with Seth Rollins because he's getting be in the spotlight. People are singing a song. People don't get to sing Drew's song. Because
because they changed it. They changed it. Exactly. That people were seeing their clash, but it's not our fault. Blame WWE for not bringing your theme back. I want your theme back.
So he could be all petty. He could be all upset about that. That he's not in the spotlight.
And he can talk about a lot of things, talk about him getting screwed over, how he should have won that Clash at the Castle, and how he pretty much hasn't been the same since. He couldn't get the Intercontinental title at Mania, couldn't win the Rumble. And it's like he could talk about how he should have had his moment in front of the crowd being the champion, but because COVID happened or the whole pandemic happened, he didn't get his moment. And I think that's the moment, that's the story that you're probably going to tell with him getting this moment in front of a full crowd.
Yeah, I definitely see that. So I think the things that we could see, like returns we could see on here, maybe
Drew
like I
and
said, Randy Orton. I'm hoping Randy and Drew. I feel like those would be.
Yeah, I think those are the 2 because some people said Randy is like the type of guy you could bring back at any show or pay-per-view and people are still gonna go crazy for it.
Mm-hmm.
Brock, I mean, people are gonna cheer, but I don't think they necessarily care. Even if Drew came back as a heel, people would still cheer.
Mm-hmm, exactly. Especially, here in London.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Mm-hmm. And then, I was having like another thing here. So, like, what if, they did the Money in the Bank match before this and say, like, oh, Damian Priest wins, okay? And they have Finn Balor win the title, and Damian Priest comes in and cashes on Balor.
I think SCW Wrestling said it. He said, what if it would leave Seth Rollins in a vulnerable state to be cashed in on if he was to retain?
Yeah.
I could see maybe a potential cash in, possibly, or tease. Maybe even an actual cash in altogether. We will see.
Well, yeah, we have to see where the World Championship is placed on the show. Where they put the money in the bank.
Because what they usually do every year, they start off with the women's Money in the Bank first.
Mm-hmm.
So We'll have to
Yeah,
see.
but yeah, SCW says Seth retains. I think Seth is vulnerable to cash in. Yeah, because I don't think anybody's cashing in on Roman anytime soon. No one's cashing
I
in.
mean, what if he was beaten down so bad? I could see it happening because I mean that match could probably be brutal.
True. I don't
You
know,
don't know.
but yeah, anything can happen though. You know, WWE could swerve us in so many ways.
He did get us 1,000 days, so I mean, there's really he got what he wanted. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you could take the title off of him.
And the next match we have is the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. We got Damian Priest, we got Butch, we got Santos Escobar, we got L.A. Knight. Yeah, we got Shinsuke Nakamura, we got Ricochet, and then we got the social media icon. You know, he loves the social media. He loves to be on social media a lot. Logan
Yeah,
Paul, you know, the part timer here. Um, yeah, this match has like there's no world champions in here, which is cool. I know people are upset that Logan Paul is in this match. I think after looking at other people's videos and stuff, I'm like, man, there's just so many ways this match can go.
honestly,
A lot of people are going with LA Knight to win, which is with the from the like all the crowd reactions that everybody's doing. He's getting positive reactions, but do the people in the back believe in him? I know Triple H believes in him, but like, do other people in the back believe in him? I don't know that. I don't know. I don't know if they believe in him. Now I could see definitely Logan Paul winning. Which people wouldn't be really big on that. But he is a big icon and stuff. He does like he has a lot of following on Twitter and like social media and YouTube and all that. So people that will get eyeballs on WWE if he won the Money in the Bank match. Which WWE basically like it was Real Take Wrestling said. He said that WWE is content creators. They love making content. That's what they are
and I
doing.
think, and like you said, like I think if you were to look at Logan Paul, think about like the amount of media press stuff he can do with him doing carrying on the briefcase on his podcast and stuff like that. That's going to get people talking, bringing in probably a potential new audience to WWE just because he's on it, and then the potential of him becoming a world champion.
Yeah, and exactly, and he's a part timer, so every time he shows up, they're like, "Oh, could he be catching in tonight?" Or like that'd be leave some intriguing factor. So I think
Yeah,
that'd be pretty cool.
I just
And
don't
also,
think they should
every
do it.
time Logan Paul has gotten in the ring, he put on good matches, like that amazing match that he had with Roman at Crown Jewel. That was
The match he had
crazy.
with Rollins at Mania.
The match that they have Rollins at Mania, yeah, exactly. And even in the Rumble, like with him and Ricochet, doing that dive across the ring.
I think we're going to get something like that in this
We're gonna get
match.
something like that. It's gonna be crazy. Like, and we never seen Logan Paul in a Money in the Bank. I mean, a ladder match for that. So it's gonna be see how he does in this match. I'll tell you, he's not gonna be winning. I don't think Shinsuke is gonna be winning the match here. Santos isn't winning. I think maybe Butch. He could be a dark horse. I mean, people would pop
Yeah, because
on.
he's in his kind of his home element, so I think he will be like a hometown favorite in a way.
Yeah, so that'd be pretty cool to have him win here. But yeah, I don't know if they're gonna go with that. I think the people who have the most chances of winning are LA Knight, Logan Paul, and Damian Priest is another one because you have Damian Priest win. And it seems like they're turning Damian Priest face right now. They're kind of slowly turning
Yeah.
him face. So they have him win. And Finn Balor, he's upset. He started spiraling out of control. He goes like he lost the world title match. And then now Damian Priest is the Money in the Bank briefcase holder. That would just make Finn Balor spiral. And then eventually Damian Priest, he gets kicked out of the Judgment Day. They
Hmm.
maybe bring in
JD.
JD McDonough because I've been hearing rumors that they're gonna bring him in. So they bring him in, and like I said, they kick Priest out. Man, I kind of want to go with Damian Priest now. There's just that story there. There's just a nice story there. I mean, there's not really much of a story with LA Knight, but at the same time, LA Knight is picked by a lot of people. But WWE has done that before. Where they're like, "Oh yeah, we're not going to give the fans what they want. We're not going to give them what they want." So man,
They've done that.
I'm just
Because
so
think about it, I don't think they. Well, I'll give my prediction. I gotta go L.A. Knight, and that's just a fact of life. He's gotta win. I think. Here's the thing. I feel like people would be disappointed if it wasn't him because look what happened last year. We
Mhm.
all wanted Seth Rollins or Matt Riddle or maybe even Drew winning, but what do we get? We got Austin Theory.
Uh-huh.
So they pissed everybody off. So I don't think you can actually afford to do it again.
Yeah. And also, I agree with SCW here. I'm in the same situation. I'm torn between LA Knight, Priest, and Logan. Generally, all three. There's a good argument for all three of
Yeah.
them. I don't know.
Even
I
his
think
fantasy booking idea, even SCW Wrestling's fantasy booking, I would not mind that.
yeah. Let's see. He says, okay, fantasy booking here. What if
What if
what
Butch?
Yeah, what if Bush takes taken out before, replaced by Drew? Drew shocks, and then Drew shockingly wins the Money in the Bank for the first time, for the first match of the night, and then cashes in on Seth later in the night. I just hate for Seth Rollins. I mean, I would be so kind of upset, because I'm a big Rollins fan.
I mean,
But
but
I
think
mean,
about it. I mean,
that's a pretty good
I
fantasy
mean,
booking there.
he can always end up getting it back. But I'm just saying, like, if Drew was catching, he can finally say he was able to get his moment.
Yeah, exactly,
Because
exactly.
I think that's the main thing that sucks for Drew is like he's had a great career in WWE, and him finally getting this big crowning moment he had to do in front of Noah fans, and
Hmm.
against Drew and like Brock, they had it was like a dream match for a lot of people, and the fact that we had to see that from just our homes and we really couldn't be there to participate and cheer on Drew. So
Hmm.
I think this is a cool way to kind of give him that moment, even though if it means it turned him heel. But I think the only way it would save him in a way, but people would still be happy if they bring back Broken Dreams, if they bring back his theme, because it would fit his character because he coming back, dashing somebody's dreams, and then beating Rollins to become world heavyweight champion.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's so many wrinkles that can happen, within the show.
I mean, we see with Brock.
I think I'm gonna stay safe. I'm gonna say that LA Knight wins the match. But like I said, I want to be opposed to having Damian Priest. Man, my prediction might change
Yeah, it can
before that.
always change because we still have to go through SmackDown, so we got to see how
Yeah,
it plays on SmackDown.
but as of right now, I'm going with LA Knight to win. That's what I'm going with
Because I'm
in the
thinking
match.
since they did the women's summit for the Money in the Bank competitors, I think they'll probably do the men's on SmackDown.
Yeah. So we'll definitely have to see what happens on SmackDown, and it is going to be taped, so I'm going to try to stay away from the spoilers because I will be watching SmackDown. But yeah, and then oh baby, we got the main event. We got the Bloodline Civil War. We got Roman and Solo Sikoa going up against Jimmy and Jay the Usos. Man, there's so much drama in this. This has been building up for so long.
3
I mean,
years.
for 3 years at that. I mean, back at Night of Champions, we had Jimmy Uso,
Clash.
super
We
kick.
didn't call Clash of the Castle back then, but
Yeah.
Clash of Champions.
Hmm. Back, at Night of Champions, we had Jimmy Uso super kick Roman Reigns. Basically, he put that nail on the coffin. Say, he was done. He was done. Being treated terrible by Roman. Basically, all they got used. And then, this past week on SmackDown when that
Uh,
Jay did the super kick. I think it was this past
that was
week.
2 weeks ago.
Maybe
I
it
think it
was
was
the
2
week.
weeks ago.
No, it's the
2
week
weeks ago.
before. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. We had Jay. They were,
They say you out,
Roman. Yeah,
and I'm out too.
he goes like, I'm out too. Yeah, amazing. It was amazing. And then both of them super kicked Roman. And now, the bloodline, they're on the bloodline's over basically. I mean, it's starting to crumble now. And I have a feeling that Roman and Solo are going to be ending up winning this match. I mean, sorry, not.
The Usos.
I don't know. This match can go either way. I'm kind of torn in this match as well.
I
Because
gotta.
what
I
if we
gotta.
have the Usos win? Say Jay Uso ends up pinning Roman Reigns here.
That's
Man,
huge.
that'd be huge.
The
They would
crowd would
set up
erupt.
because Roman hasn't been pinned
He's at the point of
since.
over dominance.
Yeah, when's the last time that Roman
He got pinned back in 2019 at TLC against
Yeah, Baron
Corbin.
Who was against? Yeah, Baron Corbin. Yeah. So I have a feeling, but then again, I don't think they want to make. I mean, they already made Roman lose at Night of Champions.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah,
He didn't get
they made
paid.
him lose there. I feel like this match can go either way, but
It can go either way.
This match can go either way. You're going with the Usos?
I think there's two scenarios I could see playing out. I could see there's a little bit of miscommunication between Roman and Solo, and I think Roman accidentally hits Solo with the spear, taking him out, and you're kind of setting this planting the seeds between them two, possibly having a match down the line. But I think in this match, I think they want to go with the upset, like we said earlier. I think this could be an upset, and I think this would be a shocking one people wouldn't see coming. And I think he's at the point of over dominance. Now it's like, who can do it? Who's going to do it? I think everybody's going to say Solo's taking the pin. Solo's taking the pin. If anybody's going to be taking the pin, it's going to be Solo. So I think in SCW Wrestling, he just said it. I think as much people say Solo, I think do a 180 and have Jay pin Roman, setting up a match between the two for the title this time at SummerSlam. Yep.
I have a feeling, man.
And we could possibly see
what we
turn.
do. What we do have. We have some miscommunication between Roman and Solo. Roman ends up losing. After the match, Solo just gives Roman a Samoan spike. He says, "I'm out too." He says, "I'm done. I'm going with my brothers. I'm going with my true family."
And he's all alone.
What do you say?
He's all alone at that point.
He'll be all alone with the wise man. Roman will be all alone with Paul
It's only a
Heyman.
matter of time. Paul Heyman's going to be an advocate in the next few months.
So, I have a feeling, like I said, this match can go either way. I said Roman and Solo can win, or the Usos, but I'm going to go with the Usos here.
Because imagine this. Imagine if, like, after this match, Roman is so exhausted, whoever wins Money in the Bank cashes in and beats Roman Reigns. 2 losses in the same night. That is going to be crazy. Not only did he lose to Jay, but he lost his championship too. That's what I would say an upset. That's what I call an upset right there. Not only did you lose to your family, but you lost your championships in one night. So you're Roman with no more reigns at this point. But I think they're saving Roman losing the title to Cody
at Mania next year. Yeah. Which what the smart thing to do was have Cody in the Money in the Bank, but
that's what I thought they were gonna do. Have Cody win Money in the Bank, cash in at or whatever at SummerSlam and beat Roman at SummerSlam, because SummerSlam is pretty much it's not as big as WrestleMania, but it's a big pay-per-view outside of WrestleMania because it's like the WrestleMania Part 2.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm going with the Usos to win. You said the Usos as well?
I got Usos.
Well, man, this is gonna be a fun pay-per-view. I'm excited. There's so much different things that can happen on the show. So many different possibilities. So many different fancy booking ideas. Like I'm excited.
And then the returns we possibly could be getting too.
All the returns. I mean, we get Drew McIntyre on the show. We can get Randy Orton on here. I mean, I hope I don't want to get my hopes up too much because I don't want to be disappointed. But hey, I'm gonna have my hopes up a little bit.
Yeah, the Usos are babyface.
Yeah, but that was our WWE Money in the Bank 2023 predictions. Leo, go ahead and let everybody know where they can find your channel. And
my channel is Kicking It with Leo. I do wrestling content, horror content, gaming content pretty much every day of the week. We're on the road to 600, 590 subscribers. We're 10 subscribers away from 600. So definitely be on the lookout for more videos. We're trying to get to that milestone. Buy Money in the Bank. That's the goal. We got some time left. So if you guys haven't hit the subscription button, please do so now. Catch me this Saturday with Jugs and everybody else on the Flex Zone for our Money in the Bank live stream.
Exactly. And also, while you're here on my channel, definitely hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and also go turn on my notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video. And also go down in the comments, let me know who you guys have in winning each match. Let me know if you guys are looking forward to the show. Also, let me know what you guys want to see on my channel. And I got a lot more wrestling content coming out, later this week. And also, I got another video I'm going to do today. I'm going to do my AEW New Japan Forbidden Door review. I had to go back and watch a few matches from there, but finally, I'm going to do my review tomorrow. Later on this afternoon for it. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, Money in the Bank on Saturday. We got 4th of July around the corner.
It's going to be a great show.
We're going coming to SummerSlam soon.
And then WrestleMania very, very soon. So you guys will definitely see us at Mania. So, hey,
it's definitely gonna be a fun weekend of wrestling. And this weekend I'm gonna be reviewing Money in the Bank as well after. I probably won't be watching the show live, but I will do a review probably maybe Sunday or Monday. I don't know what I'll do yet, but stay tuned for that. And I just want to thank everybody who was in the chat. SCW, you. Great comments you were doing. We got Chris Wrestling Views. Nice seeing you, man. He does a great channel as well. It was just I like when you guys be in the live chat, supporting us. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, you'll definitely see some of us on Money in the Bank. Even though this might not be the setting that you do see, but I definitely will be still doing Money in the Bank still.
Exactly. So, with Kicking It with Leo and Juggernaut 097, we are saying peace out, and we will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.